Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Azam, Chief Market Analyst at Evertrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. What we're going to look at today, we're going to talk about stock market crash, what exactly is happening in the market in terms of the US and of course the European markets as well, because the futures are tanking today, folks. The Dow Jones futures are down over 400 points. Of course, we can see a reversal later in the day, but it really requires us to have a deeper look into the stock market. So let's have a look exactly into that sort of situation. Before we continue, as always, it is important for me to go through this slide of risk warnings and disclosures. Anything which we'll be discussing in this particular video cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own advisors. Now, as always, I'm going to bring out the MT4 platform, which I am sure that all you guys are aware how to use it. And if you haven't, please feel free to download that from our website, evertrade.com. Now, folks, as you can see, this is your daily chart, and then there is a consistency of this downward trend, because this trend started when the price started to challenge its 50-day simple moving average, which we talked about quite a number of times previously. So basically what happened from there onwards was that the price dropped below its 50-day simple moving average, and it continued its trend to the downside. Now, what we are seeing in terms of Dow Jones is that the price is moving close to its 200-day simple moving average, while the RSI has plummeted to a level which is associated with an oversold zone. So there is no doubt that there is an opportunity, especially on the daily time frame. Now, if we look at the S&P 500 index, the situation is no different as well, because what we see from the S&P 500 perspective is a confirmation, a clear-cut confirmation, which says that the price formed the double top, the first one being over here and the second one being over here, and now the price is retracing back towards its important support zone, which is running between 3,196 to 3,233. So what are we looking at in terms of the price action is a potential of a bounce from this price action again back to the upside. However, if the price continues its journey to the downside and it fails to do this, then the next movement is going to be more likely towards its 200-day simple moving average on the daily time frame. And just like the Dow Jones index, we also have the RSI over here approaching its oversold zone. So two confirmations in terms of that the price is first of all in a support zone, and secondly the RSI is near oversold zone. So let me just mark these two on the chart for you guys before we continue, so that you understand. So this is support level number one, and then this particular area, this is your 200-day SMA, which represents support level number two, and then this over here, my friend, is support level number three. Now that is the target, that these are the price levels that we are very much looking at and that we are very much focused on. So let's see how the price continues its journey from these levels, and then they will determine the further path of this particular price action. Now, to quickly go on to the next one, what we are also need to look at is the Nasdaq. And when we look at the Nasdaq, what we see in terms of the Nasdaq price action is again very similar, that the price has moved below its 150-day simple moving average on the daily time frame. So the first support zone in terms of the price action is going to be just around this price level where this big move happened. Overall, what we're seeing is perhaps a trend of a lower highs, the first high being over here, the second high being over here. But if the price fails to break above from this particular zone, for the investors who like to take a little bit less risk and who like to take a trade which has higher odds, then this is the level which you potentially should be looking at. However, if you think that, look, there is I don't want it, I want it to get even better support level, a level which is more likely to have a better result, then that particular level is where the 200-day simple moving average is, and that is where the price is more likely to move higher. So again, to summarize, so we have several different price levels, the support levels where the price can certainly move back towards the upside. So it's the number one, number two, and then these are the price levels that we are very much focused on in terms of our support zone. All right, folks, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time.